The Australian agricultural sector was a standout performer for productivity growth in the Australian economy in the 80s and 90s, but since that time it has stalled to very low or almost negative rates of growth. Why is this so? The autumn edition of the Australian Farm Institute's Farm Policy Journal explores the innovation pathway from research to adoption in postulating that a lack of innovation outputs is one of the main drivers of this slowing of productivity in the Australian ag sector. The journal is titled Switching On Farm Innovation and contains 4 papers that examine why it is that for a country that ranks very highly in the OECD for research excellence and research intensity is almost last in the OECD for innovation outputs. All the papers in some way address the lack of effective industry, research and government partnerships as one of the root causes of the lack of uptake of innovation outputs. There are many reasons given for the lack of those effective partnerships, not the least of which being a research assessment and reward system that does not take into account the impact of research on industry. Interdisciplinary teams that communicate well with a common purpose are needed if innovation and productivity are going to be reinvigorated in the Australian ag sector. I encourage you to read the latest edition of the Australian Farm Institute's Farm Policy Journal.